Hey guys, Wrestle Tom here, and in this video we're going to be going over my WWE Night of Champions pay-per-view predictions. Now last time I got 5 out of 5 correct, with the only thing I got wrong was 2 of the matches in the wrong order. So with Night of Champions just around the corner, can we get every single point on the board? But before we get into this video, I'm trying to hit 100 subscribers by the end of this year. At any point throughout this video, if you feel like I deserved it, please hit that subscribe button. Now, let's get into the predictions. On to the match that I think is going to kick off Night of Champions. It's the King of the Ring finals, Femi versus Jey Uso. Now, I'm going to say who I want to win and who I think everyone wants to win. It's Femi. He has been on a roll since joining the main roster. Only one loss so far against the beast, Brock Lesnar. And Jey Uso, I couldn't care less if Jey Uso won this. However, let's get on to who I think's actually going to win. It's of course Jey Uso. WWE love Jey Uso. They're going to have him win this. They're going to have him face Roman at SummerSlam or wherever they're going to do it. But he's not going to do it alone. To protect Femi, the Bloodline's not going to help. The man that's going to help Jey Uso become King of the Ring is the Beast, Brock Lesnar. And I'm going to go one step further. Jey only wins through count out because Brock Lesnar's F5'd Femi on the outside of the ring. And that way we can get our decider match. Brock and Oba are 1-on-1, and I think if they do the third match, it's going to be at SummerSlam, and that's going to be Brock Lesnar's true retirement. So once again, who do I think's going to win? Jey Uso, but who do I want to win? Of course, it's Femi. And on to the second match of the night. It's another finals. It's the Queen of the Ring finals between World Heavyweight Champion Liv Morgan and Io Sky. Now, first things first, I think it's stupid that Liv Morgan was even in the Queen of the Ring, let alone being in the finals for it. I feel like it should have been Liv and Raquel in the finals if they were going that route. Have Raquel beat Liv and give her the confidence, oh, maybe I can beat Liv and become world champion. However, they've gone with Io, which I'm not complaining at. I love Io Sky, and she is the one who I want to win. Now, who do I think's going to win? Of course, it's Io Sky. You can't have a double title match at SummerSlam when there's 2 different brands. If you're going to join those titles up, it just messes the whole brand system up even more than it already is. I feel like the Judgment Day is going to try and get involved, and that's when Asuka makes her return and saves Io Sky. So in the end, who do I want to win? I want Io Sky to win. Who do I think's going to win? Of course, I think Io Sky is going to win. And on to our third match of the night, slap bang in the middle, is the badass Bron Breakker taking on the visionary Seth Rollins in steel cage. Now, I only just learnt this is a steel cage. I don't watch Raw and SmackDown anymore. I've given up on that. I'm just watching the pay-per-views monthly, but I'm excited to see this in a steel cage. Now, let's get on to my predictions. Who do I want to win? I want Bron Breakker to win. We need to strap a rocket on Bron Breakker already. He deserves to be world champion. He deserves to be WWE champion. And he deserves this clean win over Seth. However, it's not going to be so clean. The Vision's going to get involved. The Street Profits going to get involved. But in the end, who is my prediction? Who is the man that's going to be walking out of the steel cage? It is Bron Breakker. Seth Rollins really don't need this win, especially at this point in his career. I feel like the best thing to do in Seth Rollins right now is just to put on banger matches, give the young talent wins, and start building Seth Rollins' credibility right back up to where it used to be. So in the end, who do I think's going to win? It is the badass Bron Breakker. Then it's our semi-main event, the Women's United States Championship match between champion Tiffany Stratton and challenger Jade Cargill. Now, I said it on my last predictions video, I don't think Jade is a viable world champion, but I did say she's a viable United States champion, a viable intercontinental champion. I believe if they give her this title, it will be her time to shine. However, do you want Tiffany Stratton to be losing the title so early? For me, yes. I'm a bit biased here. I really don't like both women, to be honest. Ever since Tiffy said she wants to leave wrestling by 30 to go to Hollywood, in my head, I've said to myself, well, she's only here until she gets the Hollywood job. So myself, I sort of turn on Tiffy. She's a great performer, and I don't want to see her go. But since she said that, I've been rooting against her, sort of. However, Jade, at the same time, she looks like a beast. She is a beast, but in the ring, she's not. In the ring, she's mid. However, you just give her squash matches. You give her the Gunther treatment where you just batter opponents. This brings credibility to the United States Championship. So who do I want to win? I think I made it clear. I want Jade Cargill to win. However, who do I think's going to win? I don't know how much Charlotte's is going to play into this. I know that Chelsea's Green is involved with Tiffany Stratton now, and I think Julia. Like I said, I don't watch weekly wrestling anymore, just the pay-per-views. I have a feeling that Tiffany Stratton is walking out United States champion. So once again, who do I want to win? I want Jade to win. Who do I think's going to win? I feel like Tiffany Stratton's going to win, especially since she won the title not too long ago. And now on to our main event. It's for the Undisputed WWE Championship. It's a triple threat match between the Ring General Gunther, Sami Zayn, and the Undisputed WWE Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Now, as someone who's not watching TV weekly, seeing clips here and there, I thought Sami Zayn was heel. I thought he turned against Cody, but I guess not. I'm not sure, but he's in this match. I really don't know what to say about this. My prediction was right last time, but I hoped it would be wrong, where Gunther would beat Cody. I'm getting a bit bored of seeing Cody Rhodes, a WWE champion, on my TV. I think a good idea is to have Sami or Cody lose the championship against Gunther in this matchup, and each one blame each other and they go off in their own separate feud. But the way it's going down is Cody Rhodes is pinning Sami Zayn to retain the championship. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Who do I want to win? I want Gunther to win. Who is going to win? Who do I think's going to win? My prediction is, of course, Cody Rhodes. If he's going to drop the title, he's going to drop it at SummerSlam, but he's not. He's going to be at least WrestleMania, I reckon. So overall, my prediction is Cody Rhodes walks in and out Night of Champions WWE Champion. And that was my WWE Night of Champions 2026 pay-per-view predictions. Let me know down below if you agree or disagree with any of my predictions and my opinions. But that's the end of this video, and if you've made it this far, please hit that subscribe button. I am trying to hit 100 subscribers by the end of this year. That's all for now, so please like, comment and subscribe. But most importantly, have a nice day.